attention real quick here. First off, I want to welcome everyone. The players from Team Ireland, welcome. Marshfield guys, welcome. Welcome. Okay. I met most of you guys today, but I'm Dan Conley, the Marshfield hockey coach. We have Eric McLaughlin, who was the other shuttle driver. He's the president of our Boosters Club. And Coach Aaron right here, all you guys know him. Marshfield guys is Team Ireland head coach and director. And Aiden, some of you guys have met him already. Marshfield guys already know him. So just a brief background on how this started. Aiden played for Team Ireland last spring, and we got talking, Aiden and I, and then with Aaron, and trying to bring you guys over, play a game against Marshfield, couple games, and end up being a week-long thing, just starting this week. We're hoping everyone has a blast on both teams, on the ice, off the ice, getting to meet new friends, getting to meet new cultures, and everything, and just have fun on the ice, off the ice. Just behave so there's no international incidents here. Okay, Joe Rotundo, behave. All right. All right. So, but guys, just behave, have fun, just enjoy yourselves. I'll turn it over to Aaron for a quick word if he wants to say anything. You want to say anything?
I say a lot of things. Firstly, thank you all for having us. It's a great honor for our team to be able to come here and play you guys. We haven't been in Massachusetts. When was the last time we were here? About 10 or 11 years ago? Yeah, so first time back. 2 of our players were here for that last trip. So, look, it's good for Coach Connolly to say, look, everyone go out and have fun and play fair, but we're here to beat you guys, so suck it up, yeah? All of a sudden, these guys are like, oh, crap, they're coming hard now. But look, it'll be a fun week, yeah? It'll be good for them to experience Massachusetts hockey because although it's a long debate, I guess Massachusetts is the home of hockey, yeah? So it'll be good for them to kind of take it all in and then see how it is here, yeah? So we play Friday, yeah?
Friday, yes.
So we're looking forward to it on Friday, yeah? And I'm sure you'll hear me. Particularly you guys on Marshfield, you'll definitely hear me on the bench, yeah? So I'm looking forward to it, and we'll see you the rest of the week, all right?
Coach set the bar high for you guys, so should be a good game on Friday. I'm looking forward to a couple of days of practice and then playing Friday and enjoying all our events off the ice. Eric, do you want to say anything? Or?
Just welcome to everybody, and you're going to have a great week. A lot of great parents that volunteered to take you guys in for the week. We have a lot of great activities. We couldn't have put together a better group of parents to look after you guys. You'll be cared for, you'll be taken care of, you're going to have a lot of fun, and just looking forward to the week. With regard to Coach Aaron's statements, he forgot that he's in a foreign territory and we're driving, so he's walking. So good luck.
I got my Red Bull, I'll walk.
There you go. But anyway, good week, good luck, guys. Have fun, and it'll be a fun week. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Just excited to get to work with you guys from Ireland on the ice. I work with these guys all the time, so I'll teach you their weaknesses, especially Joe's. Your hairline right now is one, so. But on the ice, excited to work with you guys, get you guys ready to play these guys, and then Duxbury, who we all want to beat. Marshall didn't do it this year, so you guys can do it. Well, one game. Yeah. And then Situate.
How are they?
You didn't beat them. But anyways, excited to get to work with you guys, get you guys prepared to play 4 games. So, thank you.
who's does a lot of play-by-play for Marshfield Hockey as well as My Hockey Live. He's a frequent visitor to Ireland. He's on a sports show over there, over in Galway. I'll let him take over and say a few words.
All right. Thanks, Dan. Welcome to everybody. It's if you haven't figured it out yet, you're going home blonde. All right. If you're not blonde on your way in, you'll be blonde on the way out. It happened to every one of them. If you do get into trouble, I've got my passport, so I can be your ambassador. All right. We're going to do some interviews over here, so don't be shy. There's one guy over there that's volunteered to host with me. So we're
The man, Harvey. Good job, Harvey.
everybody's happy to have you here, and I'm sure you'll represent the country well, and wish you luck and enjoy your time here in the Irish Riviera. All right? We'll see you soon.
All right.
All right.
All right, so we're going to transition out here for the interviews. You guys can stay in here. We'll call you when you guys are up for your turn on the mic. All right, so just enjoy and relax here.
Cask and Flagon has been family owned and operated for almost 50 years. And the second you walk through our doors, you'll realize we're more than a typical sports bar. We're across from Fenway Park in Boston and right off Route 3 in Marshfield. Exceptional service, great food and drinks at Cask and Flagon.
My name is Brian Fahey, and I'm a director of the Celtic Irish American Academy, fellow director with my daughter Johanna.
And we set it up with the intention of strengthening these transatlantic links that still very much exist between the States and Ireland and the States and Europe.
There are millions of Irish people right throughout the world, and our emphasis is try to develop the youth of the diaspora, to encourage them to create links and contacts in Ireland.
Well, the CIAA is a program that brings students from the United States to Galway. Before long, they'll be heading off to college and learning to make friends, live independently, and this is a little mini version of that piece.
Galway is considered the capital culture of Ireland, and we're so lucky we have everything on our doorstep in a very, very safe and friendly environment.
First consideration any parent will have, of course, is the safety of their child.
The students come here and they stay with host families. These host families are carefully chosen by us with really nice home-cooked meals, really nice people in a really safe environment. And this, we know, for parents is extremely important. We're parents ourselves. Brian is a grandparent, so he knows how important this is.
We don't advertise for families, we select them really, really carefully. And we place them with families we know are going to make a really strong contribution to the kids' day.
Being within a controlled structure where they have, a real, kind of busy itinerary, and where they're seeing Cliffs and Moher and going to Dublin and doing all kinds of different things to really get a feel for the country.
So needless to say, we're very proud of what we've achieved so far with this programme. We started off with 6 students 4 years ago, and we had 25 on our programme this year.
If you're looking for something to do over the summer, there's nothing better than you going to a country like Ireland and going back to your roots and really trying to connect with your roots in some way.
I would recommend to people of my age this course because it's very funny. You learn a lot of culture and English, of course.
Come join us on our adventure.
You meet so many new people, you get to see completely different things. The host families, that's an opportunity that I would have never been offered without this program.
Everyone should try this course. It'd be life-changing for everybody.
For more details, look at our website or follow us on Facebook or Instagram.
Striding rough ice, coaching college hockey and growing up in the game. A behind-the-scenes look in the locker room, on the bench and on the bus, with award-winning Division I hockey coach Gary Wright, who began his compelling career playing for his father at a prep school during the end of the outdoor era and leaves American International College tied with Michigan's coach Red Berenson for the longest tenure at one school. Striding Rough Ice is filled with both humorous and serious anecdotes, delves into coaching challenges, on-ice tactics, and face-offs with champion teams across the U.S. Wright shows how hockey and life are intertwined and introduces us to the fascinating people and players who touched his rewarding hockey career and life along the way. Scan the QR code to get a copy of Striding Rough Ice, Coaching College Hockey and Growing Up in the Game today. Jack's Drive 55 Foundation is a nonprofit 501c benefiting the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. Diagnosed in 2019 at age 11 with a pediatric brain tumor, Jack Giorgio underwent 62 weeks of chemotherapy and numerous brain surgeries. It was at week 55 that Jack's tumor began responding positively to the treatments. Coincidentally, 55 was Jack's hockey jersey number as well. Today, Jack is fortunate and so grateful that his tumor is currently stabilized. The most commonly diagnosed childhood cancer is pediatric brain cancer. The mission of Jack's Drive 55 is to help change the lives of children affected by brain tumors through fundraising for the development of effective treatments and specifically medicines that stop and cure the growth of deadly tumors in children. If you would like to make a donation to Jack's Drive 55, please scan the QR code on screen or visit www.jacksdrive55.org for more information.
Since being founded in 1933 by James J. Nolan Sr., Nolan Insurance
This is My Hockey Live's coverage of a very special event here in Marshfield, Mass. Tonight at the Cask and Flagon. We have members of the Irish National Under-19 team in town. Just came off the plane, actually. Had a brief bite to eat, and we're underway. David Snow with you. We've got Aaron Gooley, Aidan Connolly, and the coach of the Marshfield Rams, Dan Connolly. And Aaron, want to welcome you to Marshfield. And what will make this a successful trip for you and your boys?
Well, normally I would say winning, but that's not solely why we're doing what we're doing. This is also primarily for our kids to experience hockey in other parts of the world. So having a really good experience, like for a life experience, seeing how hockey is in Massachusetts, taking in other things. I know college hockey's on, so we'll be seeing some of that. I think the Bruins are playing this week as well, aren't they? Yeah, so there will be a lot going on in hockey-wise, but you know, they're getting to know the local kids, and this will be a great life experience for them.
That's great. And for you personally, you've been over a few times in this type of capacity. Did I pick up on that correctly?
Correct, yes.
And so how do you think the programs in Ireland have changed just in the time that you've been working within it, if at all?
Well, it's changed a lot. So about 12 years ago, we started our national junior program, and that's when we did our first trip, which was, coincidentally to Boston as well. So we've grown a lot. We're encompassing the whole island now, and we're getting more players involved that travel all over the world. So we have more of a selection of players now than, say, we did 12 years ago.
That's great. And I'm just going to move along. We'll come back to you. You can't run away just yet. Aiden Connolly, I feel like between you and your dad, you're the guys who made this happen. Can you share a little bit about what your own experience was with the Irish national team and how that translates to tonight and how it all evolved?
Well, it started about in October one day, and I just emailed Aaron about the opportunity that it may present itself to play for the men's national team, and he came with open arms, accepted me, and I went to Bratislava, Slovakia, where we had a great showing, didn't lose a game, won a gold medal, the first in the country's history, correct? And it meant a lot to see those kids that have been grinding years and years to win a medal for their country. And after that experience, I was like, I wonder what it could be like for the younger kids who weren't able to play on this team. And I talked to my father after the tournament once I got back to Dublin, and I talked to Aaron, and I was like, let's try to set something up for the U19 team to come over here and experience what we got to experience in Bratislava and get them the ice time that they don't have and get them the experience to play against other highly competitive hockey players. And that's what I just felt like it could be a great opportunity and a great experience for these kids.
Great answer, Aiden. Yeah, Dan, obviously I'm sure you're very proud of your son, naturally, as you are your whole family. What does this mean to the Marshfield program? And you've had an illustrious career here. How does this all fit into the whole thing?
Each year, the Marshfield program tries to do something special in addition to our season. And when Aiden got done, as you mentioned, we talked about this opportunity to potentially play in Team Ireland, and met with Aaron on numerous Zoom calls and get this together. And hopefully this is the beginning of a great week. Our kids being able to play against an international team, get to play different cultures, see different cultures, experience different cultures, get to know new friends, hopefully, lifelong friends. Two of our families are heading to Ireland one in end of April, one in June, so hopefully they're meeting friends that they can see over there, and those families can show them what it's like to be over in Ireland. And hopefully our kids, the rest of them, at some point will be able to go to Ireland and catch up with these guys, and if not, if they're over the States, they can meet up. And it's just hopefully creating lifelong bonds, playing a game against international competition, having fun, competing hard, and as Aaron said, he set the bar high, and said they're coming for us, and our kids will be ready, their kids will be ready, and hopefully it's just a great hockey game on the ice, off the ice, and get to have a lot of fun.
Can I just add one thing to that? Sure. Sure. I do want to say, particularly to Coach Connolly and to our youth team manager, Aisling Daly, they did a mountain share of work to really kind of put this together, because there are bringing a team across the Atlantic and then matching them up with families and getting ice time and game time. It's a Trojan amount of work. So, I'm not going to take any credit. I give all the credit to Mr. Connolly and our youth team manager, Aisling Daly. She can't be here with us on his trip because she's with our under-16 team in Kalamazoo, Michigan. They arrived there today for a tournament there. So I'm sure we wish she was here for this to kind of see the labors of all the hours that they put in organizing this. So I just wanted to give a special thanks to those two.
Well stated, too. I'm going to come back to you, if I can, with one question. I notice you're practicing a couple times tomorrow. Development-wise, what are you hoping to gain from those practices? What could these kids most benefit from on the ice?
Oh, good question. We have two practices, so I think the morning practice will be get them out on the ice, get their ice legs going, do some skills training, and then in the afternoon, because our players are all from different teams, when you come into a national program, you have to kind of learn what the coaches want systems-wise, so we'll probably spend the second practice working on that. And hopefully get them up to enough speed, because we're going to be going up against Marshfield on Friday, and they're at the tail end of their season, so they're a well-oiled machine, and they'll be ready to go, and we just have to get our kids prepared for that.
in off air, the gauntlet was thrown down. Dan referred to it. So you didn't come here just to make nice. You know, all kidding aside, I mean, this is going to be played for real. And it's a good test for your team, and it's a great extension for these kids from Marshfield to see where they measure up with an international squad.
Yeah, look, I mean, hockey players in every walk are competitive. Hockey's a competitive sport, so I don't know how I would coach a team and just say, hey, go out there and have fun. Like, these guys want to compete, they want to win, so they're going to go out and give it their best. Sure, I haven't seen Marshfield play, so I don't know kind of where the bar is at on where we'll we'll be watching video tonight. But yeah, look, it'll be exciting because I'm sure at the same time Marshfield wants to come out and say, look, this is our home turf, and we're not going to just take it easy because you guys have traveled this far. I'm sure they'll want to make their own statement. So I imagine Friday is going to be a highly competitive game.
Right. That's great. And if I may, Aiden, you, in typical Connolly fashion, you're all very humble people. You just brushed over the fact that you won a gold medal in the IAHF competition. Can you talk a little bit about, we spoke a little bit before, about what it meant in Ireland and how that may or may not have shocked you when you came back from Bratislava?
I think it was more of a fact of seeing how much it meant to the guys who've been working through it more, and me getting the opportunity to come in there as a first-year experience to play for Aaron, play for Coach Collins, play for Coach Paul Cummins, who just won the world's Irish strongest family. So that's another cool thing that they have. And then Coach Greg Ireland. The experience that was on that staff, I got to learn a lot from those guys and learn a lot from the guys over there that have been playing on the team. And the experience that I saw was through their eyes, what it meant to them. And it made it mean so much more to me, because when I got to play for Ireland and put on my Irish jersey for the first time, and what it was my family went through coming over here and experiencing that, it just meant so much to do that for Ireland, my heritage, my country that I call it now.
Great answer. And Dan, I'll just throw it to you last for maybe a closing comment, but when you reached out to your fellow coaches and to maybe the MIAA, I don't know who you'd have to, what are the types of hurdles that you have in putting something like this together? Just pure logistics.
The event itself, we have to call it technically an exhibition, but it'll be a competitive exhibition per the MIA rules. Myself, the other head coaches won't be able to coach. Aiden will be coaching our team, along with Joe Sheehy, a former coach of ours. So they're well in tune with our guys. Duxbury's going to have a few coaches similar that are familiar with it. And as you said, it's an exhibition, but it's going to be competitive. I think both teams want to win. All the teams are very excited to play. Reached out to Duxbury and Scituate, and there were so many others that wanted to play. We just couldn't fit them all in a week. These guys could have probably played 10 games a day with the amount of teams that wanted to play. But unfortunately, we just kept it to 4. And, we'll kick it off Friday. Duxbury will play. And then Monday, hopefully, it'll be the marquee game on St. Patrick's Day. And then Scituate will wrap up. And, we're hoping that maybe Iron goes 2-2. We win the 2, and they win the other 2. But, but as long as it's great hockey, that's all we want to see.
So Dan, best of luck. Thank you for putting this together. It's a wonderful event. You can hear a lot of noise because people are excited about the arrival of Aaron and his group. And Aiden, fantastic job putting this together on your own. It's amazing when an idea fleshes out and becomes reality. best of luck to you, Coach, and look forward to talking to some of your players and to some of the Marshfield players. I can see a little bond starting right away over there. So before they can get too close to one another, you might want to go in and break it up a little and tell them they're here to win, right? But thanks so much.
That's part of our strategy. We're just softening Marshfield up so they think they're looking at them as friends, you know. So that's part of our strategy.
Well, we look forward to some competitive action. I didn't know I'd be saying that tonight, but now I see it. David Snow, we're going to bring in some of the players over the next few minutes. We'll take a little break and come back to you here on My Hockey Live.
Since being founded in 1933 by James J. Nolan Sr., Nolan Insurance Company has been family-owned and operated by the Nolan family. Throughout our 85 years, our vision and mission has remained the same: to take care of our customers using a strong work ethic and family values to treat you, our customer, as a member of our Nolan Insurance family. Our experienced team can analyze your insurance needs and suggest the best options for your home and auto insurance, commercial insurance, and much more. As an independent agency, we have only your best interests in mind. You'll find our dedicated staff is friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help at any of our 3 locations.
There's a storm coming. We're watching this all very carefully. Get ready to dig out. Back down the hatches. It's gonna be a doozy. There's a cold front coming. It's a nor'easter. Snow, snow, snow. 128 is a parking lot. Visibility is 0. It's getting real slippery. It's wicked cold out there.
For added traction, you can always depend on Sullivan Tire.
We're always here to get you there.
Goes wide net. He scores!
Into ISL skiing. We are here live.
One more Laughlin shot. Score! It's Reese Luber.
Hits the 3.
And he scores. And it's in.
It's in. Head over to the Garden. Head over to the Garden.
David Snow with My Hockey Live's coverage of the visit from the under-19 Irish national team in Marshfield. They're down on the South Shore to play a series of games. We've got members of the Marshfield team here, along with, I'm going to let him introduce himself, and we'll roll across, and we'll start to ask some questions. But I'm going to start with our guest from Ireland. If you'll tell us who you are, your hometown.
Hey, my name is Patrick, and I was born just outside of Latvia. Is there anything else I need to add?
So maybe if you could share with us what you're most looking forward
All
to
right.
about this trip. How was the trip over?
All right. The thing I'm mostly looking forward to is beating these lads. Obviously, even though I'm a bench warmer, I'm hopefully still trying to get in the action. Might be number 2, but I'm still getting in it. You know what I mean?
Great. It's Liam Fulham. I'm assuming you're going to be between the pipes, right? Yep. Now,
Oh yeah,
he's quick. But a lot of anticipation coming into these guys visiting. How is, first of all, the 4 years at Marshfield for you in the program? How does this all culminate for you? How does it feel to have guests in like this and to do something on an international level? What's it like for you? What's the feeling?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm ready to meet some new guys. Look into their culture a little bit. Just see what happens.
And Jack Doherty, you've got some experience with the mic yourself, and had a good career here as a Ram. When you think about these guys coming over, what's the one thing you want them to be able to take back? One or two things that you hope they take home with them?
I hope they take home that hockey's a special sport, and I know it's not as big in Ireland. I hope they can, grow the sport and, show other people how fun it is. And I think spreading the sport of hockey would be great for Ireland. And knowing that there's only 2 rinks I found out about today, it would be great to, get some more rinks in Ireland and get some more people playing hockey.
That's right. You're a good diplomat. So back to if you wouldn't mind sharing with us a little bit, what's it like when you tell somebody at home that you're playing for the national hockey team? Do they think field hockey? Like, what's the recognition like for you?
Honestly, the country where I was born, Latvia, hockey's quite a big sport. Like, it's way bigger compared to here. We have way more rinks, way more supporters. My parents are just surprised I was even picked. I'm surprised myself, to be fair. Like, I'm happy to be here, though, happy enough. So, not complaining at all.
That's great. And Liam, is there any difference in stopping a shot from an Irish stick as opposed to an American stick?
Hopefully not, but guess we'll have to see.
Hey, Jack, this is when you guys are both seniors, when it comes to an end, like, first of all, tell me how quickly it goes by for you and what it's meant to you to be a leader in this Ram program. Both of you have been really solid players for a number of years in the program. What's it been like? And you can pass it over, Liam, when you're done.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so quick. You try to have fun each year, and each year goes by with a flash. You keep looking forward to the next year, and then you hit senior year, and you're like, where did the time go? So it definitely goes by so fast. But, I mean, being a leader, I had some great leaders before me, and they really helped me show how it is how to be a good leader. And it was very easy to me because I knew all the players and we became great friends. So it was easy to, show them how it works and, lead for them. So, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Dotsy said, a lot of good leaders before, made a lot of friends. It's tough to see it go, but glad it happened. So
bringing it back to Ireland and home for you, when you looked at your itinerary, have you been to the States before?
No, first time.
So when you looked at the itinerary, is there something outside of the hockey that you most look forward to seeing or doing?
Honestly, it's just the experience, making friends. I was talking to these 2 here. They seem like a bunch of great lads. He's good. He's a better goalie than me, I can obviously tell already. I don't know about Jack. I have to see if he'll step up for it.
We wish you the best of luck. I hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. Thanks for taking a few moments with it. Liam, best of luck to you. It's been a pleasure calling you over this year. You do a great job. Jack, obviously, I look forward to seeing you in baseball.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for your leadership here. You've been a great leader in the program and carry on a great tradition. So best of luck to all of you guys. Thank you. Good luck.
Cask and Flagon has been family owned and operated for almost 50 years. And the second you walk through our doors, you'll realize we're more than a typical sports bar. We're across from Fenway Park in Boston and right off Route 3 in Marshfield. Exceptional service, great food and drinks at Cask and Flagon.
My name is Brian Fahey, and I'm a director of the Celtic Irish American Academy, fellow director with my daughter Johanna.
And we set it up with the intention of strengthening these transatlantic links that still very much exist between the States and Ireland and the States and Europe.
There are millions of Irish people right throughout the world, and our emphasis is try to develop the youth of the diaspora, to encourage them to create links and contacts in Ireland.
Well, the CIAA is a program that brings students from the United States to Galway. Before long, they'll be heading off to college and learning to make friends, live independently, and this is a little mini version of that piece.
Galway is considered the capital culture of Ireland, and we're so lucky we have everything on our doorstep in a very, very safe and friendly environment.
First consideration any parent will have, of course, is the safety of their child.
The students come here and they stay with host families. These host families are carefully chosen by us with really nice home-cooked meals, really nice people in a really safe environment. And this, we know, for parents is extremely important. We're parents ourselves. Brian is a grandparent, so he knows how important this is.
We don't advertise for families, we select them really, really carefully. And we place them with families we know are going to make a really strong contribution to the kids' day.
Being within a controlled structure where they have, a real, kind of busy itinerary, and where they're seeing Cliffs and Moher and going to Dublin and doing all kinds of different things to really get a feel for the country.
So needless to say, we're very proud of what we've achieved so far with this programme. We started off with 6 students 4 years ago, and we had 25 on our programme this year.
If you're looking for something to do over the summer, there's nothing better than you going to a country like Ireland and going back to your roots and really trying to connect with your roots in some way.
I would recommend to people of my age this course because it's very funny. You learn a lot of culture and English, of course.
Come join us on our adventure.
You meet so many new people, you get to see completely different things. The host families, that's an opportunity that I would have never been offered without this program.
Everyone should try this course. It'd be life-changing for everybody.
For more details, look at our website or follow us on Facebook or Instagram.
David Snow with continuing coverage of the arrival of the Irish under-19 national hockey team. Just came in, we fed them. They seem like they're being well taken care of, making friends along the way. I'm going to pass the microphone over and just ask you to tell us who you are, your hometown, and then we'll ask you a question after that.
Hello, my name is Justin Morrison and I'm from Belfast.
I'm John Sullivan and I'm from Marshfield.
I'm Zachary McClure and I'm from Belfast.
And Zach is, because he's closest to me, gets the first question. Zach, when you thought about this trip, have you been to the States before?
Yeah, I've been 3 times, Florida twice and New York.
All right, so now you made it to the best part of the country.
Yeah.
And we're glad to have you here. What do you most look forward to about this trip off the ice?
I think just experiencing the American culture, being with the boys every day and kind of experiencing their day-to-day lives and how that's different, to back home.
Great. Same question to you. When you thought about this itinerary, what do you most look forward to about this?
I just look forward to spending time with the guys from here and our boys, cross community. I think it'll be very good.
And John, when you looked at the itinerary and when this first was brought to your attention, what were your initial thoughts? And as it comes together and it's right in front of you, what do you hope to gain from it as a host?
I hope to learn a lot of new stuff that I haven't learned about Ireland because I've never really been out of the country, and to meet new friends and play some good hockey.
And based on what I've heard from the coaches and some of the comments made earlier, it'll be interesting to see the level of competition, the level of skill. These guys will get to practice tomorrow. Do you have any anticipation of what the level of play will be like? Once the puck is dropped, what can we expect from you as a host but a competitor?
You can expect me to go 100% because Marshfield's here to win.
I'd expect nothing less, John. So, Zach, when you step out onto the ice, right? First of all, why hockey for you in a country that's not a traditional hockey playing country?
Yeah.
Why hockey for you?
I skated for a while when I was younger, but I was into football, soccer, and once I kind of realized that football career wasn't going anywhere, I decided to just take up a new sport. My dad played a bit when he was younger, so I took up hockey, and I mean, it's came pretty far now, you know. So.
That's great. Congratulations on your success. Yeah. And for you, why hockey for you?
So my dad actually played for the Giants, and he did play for Team Ireland as well, so I just picked it up from him.
That's great. And what position do you play?
I played defense.
You do. All right, so you guys will be sharing some intel along the way. I don't know that John will tell you everything until after you've played, but I think you could learn a lot probably from each other. So it's good stuff. Outside of playing the games themselves, you guys are going to be running around a little bit over the next couple days. It's will you find that just even in this initial first few minutes, how has this all worked since you sat down for dinner? How's everyone treating you?
It's like we're just clicking, you know, we're just gelling together. Everybody's just so like dead on, and we all just work together. Like.
And for you, when this is all over, besides maybe some silverware from the house where you're staying, what do you hope to take home?
I think I just hope to take home a bit more hockey experience. Hopefully some more friendships with these boys. You know, as Justin said, we've been gelling, we're getting on well. So I think just the memories and friendships and a bit more hockey experience, you know.
And John, you've got a year to go, right? And it's almost like an extension of a year, almost like getting a bowl game, right? If you're a college football, you get a little extra time to practice, some extra ice time. For you, does the ice time stop like over the summer, or do you skate all summer?
I'll be skating all summer training for the upcoming season. Even though I play lacrosse and hockey, I'll be balancing both of them and be ready to go next season.
That's great. Well, we wish you guys the best of luck. Enjoy yourselves while you're here. You're most welcome to be here, and we look forward to watching the hockey and seeing you on the ice.
Thank you.
Best of luck to all of you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Striding rough ice, coaching college hockey and growing up in the game. A behind-the-scenes look in the locker room, on the bench and on the bus with award-winning Division I hockey coach Gary Wright, who began his compelling career playing for his father at a prep school during the end of the outdoor era and leaves American International College tied with Michigan's coach Red Berenson for the longest tenure at one school. Striding Rough Ice is filled with both humorous and serious anecdotes, delves into coaching challenges, on-ice tactics, and face-offs with champion teams across the U.S. Wright shows how hockey and life are intertwined and introduces us to the fascinating people and players who touched his rewarding hockey career and life along the way. Scan the QR code to get a copy of Striding Rough Ice, Coaching College Hockey and Growing Up in the Game today. Jack's Drive 55 Foundation is a non-profit 501c benefiting the pediatric.
My Hockey Live's continuing coverage of the Irish national team, under 19, visiting Marshfield and the South Shore, playing some games over the next couple of days. I've got Ferdia, Brendan, and Connor with me, and we're just going to run a few questions around, and I'm going to start, because you're furthest away, I'll throw the mic to you, and if you'll hold it up close, we'll knock out the background noise. You got here just a short time ago. What are your earliest observations about this, and what were your expectations coming into this trip?
Well, I've been to Boston before, so I knew the people were very welcoming, and they proved it again. Also, the city, I love the city, I love how it looks. And yeah, just excited to play some hockey.
And I'll get to you, Connor, in 1 second. And Brendan, it's an interesting role to be a host, right? And, when we've been talking to the coaches and to some of your respective teammates, I think we're all interested to see what the level of play will be like, right? And I just asked John Sullivan, and I said, when the puck gets dropped, what could I expect from you? I ask you the same, Brendan.
Yeah, we welcome them with open arms. Friends for now. The second that puck drops, it's all game mode. It's going to be a great game.
I knew I was asking the right guy. So Connor, when you thought about this trip, when you saw the itinerary, and you're representing a country, a program, what's it feel like to come over here in that role representing? You've been doing this for a little bit, I get the feeling.
Yeah, it's just exciting every time I get to do it. I've been doing it a good while now, since I was 10, so it's just a great honor every time you get to do it, and it's a sense of a real team, and you get to stay with the same people the longer you're here and build relationships with everyone, and it's just a great thing to be around.
It's great. And so, Ferdia, when you leave here, you're going to do an awful lot over the next couple of days. When you leave it, what do you hope to leave with? What's the main takeaways you'd hope to run out of here with?
Hopefully a few wins, and more time on the ice than I'll get for probably the rest of the year in 1 week. So, yeah, just experience and a few wins, that's it.
And Brendan, have you been to Ireland?
I have not. I have not been to Ireland, no.
And so, if you play your cards right, you'll have invitations from several families.
I sure hope so. Yeah. Looks like a great place. So.
Well, for you, Brendan, this I'm calling it a tournament in my head, but this exhibition, it allows you to extend your season, right? Yep. And when a season ends, it's very hard to kind of move forward. But this has allowed you some more time on the ice with your teammates, and it's a nice extension, is it not?
Yeah, it's awesome. I've been playing with a lot of these guys since I was a mighty mites, and it was hard. It ended quick, ended fast, and just getting these few extra weeks to really just have a few more games with them. Nothing's gonna be better than that.
So, this is a logistical question. Do you have to go to school tomorrow?
I do. Yep.
So you guys will be practicing, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, twice.
Yeah.
And these guys will be in school. So already you got an edge, right? They're going to be worn out, the academics. And Brendan, you got another year coming, right, in school. And academically, where are you guys? What stage are you in over there?
We're in college now,
so
college. I'm in a first year of my 4-year course in Dublin. So.
What are you studying?
History and politics.
Good man. Well, what a time.
Yeah.
And how about yourself?
Just working at the minute and hoping to be an electrician soon enough. So.
Good man. You'll always be employed, Well, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time. You got a lot of people floating around here. It's great having you here. I'm sure you'll be well hosted over the next couple of days. Some wonderful families in the Marshfield Ram program. And thanks for spending some time with us. Best of luck to you on and off the ice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brendan.
Jack's Drive 55 Foundation is a non-profit 501c benefiting the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. Diagnosed in 2019 at age 11 with a pediatric brain tumor, Jack Giorgio underwent 62 weeks of chemotherapy and numerous brain surgeries. It was at week 55 that Jack's tumor began responding positively to the treatments. Coincidentally, 55 was Jack's hockey jersey number as well. Today, Jack is fortunate and so grateful that his tumor is currently stabilized. The most commonly diagnosed childhood cancer is pediatric brain cancer. The mission of Jack's Drive 55 is to help change the lives of children affected by brain tumors through fundraising for the development of effective treatments and specifically medicines that stop and cure the growth of deadly tumors in children. If you would like to make a donation to Jack's Drive 55, please scan the QR code on screen or visit www.jacksdrive55.org for more information.
Continuing coverage of the Irish national under-19 team here in Marshfield for an exhibition of games played against teams in the South Shore. I've got a couple of players from the national team of Ireland with me, and I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves and tell us where they play on the ice.
My name is Dee Fulton. I'm a defenseman from Belfast.
My name is Maxime Yokmanis. I'm 17 and I'm from Dublin. I play left wing for the Belfast Giants.
Good man. So, welcome, first of all. We're glad you're here. Clearly, you've been well received so far. Everyone's behaving themselves, which is great. What do you most look forward to when you thought about this trip? What did you most look forward to?
Just the level of hockey compared to back home in Northern Ireland. Definitely be faster paced, more physical game. So excited for the pace of the game.
And yourself, Max?
Similar to what Dee said, but also being able to play much more than at home. Locally, back down in Dublin, we don't have any rink that's close, so I got to get up to Belfast to play. I train once a week, and I play once a week as well. So that's 2 times of ice a week if there's a match on the weekend. So it's going to be much more beneficial for me too.
And just for people over here, what's the distance? Like roughly how long does it take you to get up to Belfast?
2.5 hours by car.
Yeah, so it's quite a commitment.
Quite a commitment indeed, yeah.
And so when you looked at this itinerary, right, and you guys are going to be very busy over the next couple of days, what is it that you most look forward to beyond the actual playing? Like, what do you look to see? It's your first time in the States.
Yeah, just being on the ice more. We got 2 or 3 training sessions a week. So getting 4 games and 3 training sessions in the space of 7 days will be definitely better for all of us.
And you get to see these guys fairly regularly, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What's if you had to describe this group, how would you describe it?
I mean, I think we're just a bunch of guys who want to get to the higher level of hockey, you know.
Yeah.
We can't have that back home, so in Boston it's a much better opportunity for us.
Right. In your own way, you're ambassadors for the country, right, and for the region. When you leave here, right, what do you hope to take back with you? What you know? I'll let you answer it.
Just bring the pace of the game back. You know, there's the skill gap back home's quite big. So just being able to bring pace back, some more hockey IQ back will be definitely better, more beneficial for people back home.
And for you, Max?
I think definitely because we're gonna gain a lot of joy from this. I think we should bring back the joy and play as well as we're going to play here, because we're going to play a lot here. So maybe we could transfer that skill back to home and show it on the ice.
That'd be a great result. That's a great answer. I want to thank you guys both for stopping in with us. I know you're running around here. You got a lot of faces to meet and hands to shake. We appreciate you taking a few minutes with us and wish you the best of luck while you're here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Take care, guys.
You too.
Since being founded in 1933 by James J. Nolan Sr., Nolan Insurance Company has been family-owned and operated by the Nolan family. Throughout our 85 years, our vision and mission has remained the same: to take care of our customers using a strong work ethic and family values to treat you, our customer, as a member of our Nolan Insurance family. Our experienced team can analyze your insurance needs and suggest the best options for your home and auto insurance, commercial insurance, and much more. As an independent agency, we have only your best interests in mind. You'll find our dedicated staff is friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help at any of our 3 locations.
continuing coverage of My Hockey Live's visit to the Cask and Flagon, where we're having the Irish national under-19 team in town to play several games on the South Shore over the weekend. We've got a couple more players, one local, one international. We'll start with the international.
My name is Isaac Hamilton, and I'm from Ireland, and I play right wing.
I'm Joe Merrick. I'm from Marshfield. I'm a junior. I play defense.
And Joe, because you're closest to me, I'm going to start with you. When you were told about this, and maybe you had heard about Aidan playing for the national, Aidan Connolly playing for the national team over in Ireland, when you were told that this was going to happen, what were your initial thoughts? And now that it's here, like, what are you hoping to gain from these next couple of days as a host?
Yeah, I honestly thought it was a rumor, like, going around. It didn't even seem real. And then a couple weeks gone by, and, like, we'd heard that we were hosting kids, and yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And what is it that you're hoping to gain from this experience? Like, first on the ice and then off the ice?
First off the ice, it's just about like meeting new people and all experiences and how they play hockey, and on the ice is just like what different things they do in the ice and how they train and what their schedule is.
And Joe, you come at this with a whole family of Marshfield hockey players. The Merrick family has been a big part of the Marshfield program over the years. This is another little notch in the belt of Marshfield hockey to host something like this. When this is all said and done and the puck gets dropped, right? Tonight ends and you've made some friends. When the puck drops, what's it going to feel like, and what can we expect from you?
It feels like any other game. Play like any other game. That's it.
The answer's been very consistent from your teammates. So I felt a gauntlet get thrown down by the Aaron goalie, and you're putting his players on the spot. And do you look forward to that competition?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good experience playing at a higher level and just seeing what other countries are like.
I know why you play hockey without even knowing you. What drew you to hockey in a country that not is traditionally a hockey-playing country?
Honestly, it was just like the different experiences and how unique hockey is from Ireland, as it's like not as popular over there.
And Joe, what's one thing that you want these guys to take from their experience here? Sorry, you can't go wrong.
Probably that Massachusetts hockey's the best around.
Good man. And when this all wraps up for you, right, and it's time to go home, what do you think you'll be taking from here?
Honestly, just like how like higher levels are playing hockey, just really.
Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. For you, you get an extended season, a little more ice time, right? When a season ends, it's tough, but you get the bonus of playing a couple extra games, a little more ice time with your teammates. How will that translate for you? I know you probably skate all summer. How will that translate for you for next year?
Just a little extra time with all the guys and the seniors that never get to play with again. It's just fun.
Great. Wish you the best of luck. Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Joe, thank you. You're a gentleman. Be good.
There's a storm coming. We're watching this all very carefully. Get ready to dig out. Back down the hatches. It's gonna be a doozy. There's a cold front coming. It's a nor'easter. Snow, snow, snow. 128 is a parking lot. Visibility is 0. It's getting real slippery. It's wicked cold out there.
For added traction, you can always depend on Sullivan Tire.
We're always here to get you there.
Goes wide net. He scores!
Into ISL skiing. We are here live.
One more Laughlin shot. Score! It's Reese Luber.
Hits the 3.
And he scores. And it's in.
It's in. Head over to the garden. Head over to the garden.
My Hockey Live's continuing coverage of the visit from the Irish national under-19 team. We are fortunate to have 3 more players with us, and I'm going to start way over to my left, and we'll do some introductions, what position they play, and we'll take it from there.
I'm CJ Susi, and I play forward.
I'm Donatian Jolly, and I play center.
I'm Dan Johnson, and I play wing.
So, for the gentleman from Ireland, you haven't been to the States before, you told me. What do you most look forward to about the next couple of days?
Probably the level of hockey. It'll be a lot better than Ireland. It'll give us good competition. It'll help us grow as hockey players. So I think that's good.
Experience the culture and being close to a rink, because in Ireland you're not close to a rink. Yeah, hockey as well.
It's a consistent theme that we're hearing, is the scarcity of rinks in the country itself. So I don't think that everyone's fully aware that that's one of the biggest challenges over there. So as a host, what is it you hope to glean from the next couple of days, and what's it feel like to have these guys here?
Well, for the next couple of days, I just hope to really get to know these guys, get to really know their culture, where they're from, and just get to know them, have a good time at my house.
And off the ice, what is it that you expect? Like, when you looked at the itinerary, what are you looking forward to seeing most?
I don't really know. I have no idea.
You're just going to take it one step at a time? All right. And for you,
I'm quite excited about the parade and see what that's like, and see what the sort of St. Patrick's Day celebrations are like over here. See if it's any different.
Well, you're in an area that's primed for your arrival, so I think you'll see that people will be very happy to have you guys here. So it's great stuff. And now, your season came to, to an abrupt end, right? This allows you to extend your season a little bit, get some extra ice time. What's it feel like amongst, your team, even being around your teammates tonight? I know you see them, but...
Oh, it's really exciting to get to play with the team again. A couple more last games with the Irish. It's going to be really fun, really fun experience, and I just can't wait for it to happen.
I've asked the Marshfield guys this, now I'm going to ask you guys. What can we expect from you guys when the puck drops?
I don't know.
I think we'll be ready. We've been practicing quite hard, and we've been putting in the work on and off the ice with different tactics and different, penalty kills, power play. So we'll just see what happens, I suppose.
Yeah, and your coach put you under a little bit of pressure earlier with his comments, right? Firing you up. What do you expect when the puck drops?
I expect a fun match. Expect a little grittiness, too, from these guys. And I heard they're good, so bring it there.
I'd expect nothing less from you. Yeah. Well, I just want to thank you guys for taking time to come on with us, and we wish you the best of luck, and I hope you really get to enjoy everything over the next couple of days. Thanks for coming on. It's great to be a host, and we're glad you're being a diplomat.
Yep. Thank you.
Cask and Flagon has been family owned and operated for almost 50 years. And the second you walk through our doors, you'll realize we're more than a typical sports bar. We're across from Fenway Park in Boston and right off Route 3 in Marshfield. Exceptional service, great food and drinks at Cask and Flagon.
My name is Brian Fahey, and I'm a director of the Celtic Irish American Academy, a fellow director with my daughter Johanna.
And we set it up with the intention of strengthening these transatlantic links that still very much exist between the States and Ireland and the States and Europe.
There are millions of Irish people right throughout the world, and our emphasis is to try to develop the youth of the diaspora, to encourage them to create links and contacts in Ireland.
Well, the CIAA is a program that brings students from the United States to Galway. Before long, they'll be heading off to college and learning to make friends, live independently, and this is a little mini version of that piece.
Galway is considered the capital culture of Ireland, and we're so lucky we have everything on our doorstep in a very, very safe and friendly environment.
First consideration any parent will have, of course, is the safety of their child.
The students come here and they stay with host families. These host families are carefully chosen by us with really nice home-cooked meals, really nice people in a really safe environment. And this, we know, for parents is extremely important. We're parents ourselves. Brian is a grandparent, so he knows how important this is.
We don't advertise for families, we select them really, really carefully. And we place them with families we know are going to make a really strong contribution to the kids' day.
Being within a controlled structure where they have, a real, kind of busy itinerary, and where they're seeing Cliffs and Moore and going to Dublin and doing all kinds of different things to really get a feel for the country.
So needless to say, we're very proud of what we've achieved so far with this programme. We started off with 6 students 4 years ago, and we had 25 on our programme this year.
If you're looking for something to do over the summer, there's nothing better than you going to a country like Ireland and going back to your roots and really trying to connect with your roots in some way.
I would recommend to people of my age this course because it's very funny. You learn a lot of culture and English, of course.
Come join us on our adventure.
You meet so many new people, you get to see completely different things. The host families, that's an opportunity that I would have never been offered without this program.
Everyone should try this course. It'll be life-changing for everybody.
For more details, look at our website or follow us on Facebook or Instagram.
My Hockey Live's continuing live coverage of the visit from the Irish Under-19 national team. We've got 2 members of the team with us right now, and I'm going to hand the microphone over. They'll tell us who they are, what they play, and we'll take it from there.
I'm Harvey Wooldridge. I play centre, and I'm from Bangor in Northern Ireland.
I'm Jack Montgomery, and I play goalie, and I'm currently captain for the Saints and play for the Junior Belfast Giants.
Welcome to both of you. And Harvey, to me, you've got a little more interesting tale, because while these guys were flying over tonight, you were in a car, I'm assuming, driving up from Connecticut. Can you explain a little bit about how that happened?
I just made the men's national team, and then one of my teammates was kind enough to help me try get an opportunity over here in the United States, and he managed to get me an opportunity in Connecticut. Playing for a team there, so that's absolutely brilliant.
And Jack, for you, this is your first visit to the States. You had said before we came on camera. What do you most look forward to, both on the ice and then off the ice, over the next few days?
I'm excited to see how the teams play over here. Obviously, it's going to be a completely different pace to what we're used to over in the Scottish Ice Hockey League, and I'm excited to see how they adapt and how they'll play in their performance. But off the ice, excited to meet the team and experience new things for the first time, and just have a good time over here. So
That's good. And Harvey, I think you might be a good gauge of understanding the level of competition that we could expect. Where do you see the Irish Under-19 hockey team in terms of caliber as it compares to teams over in the States?
Well, we'll find out in a week. I'm not 100% sure. I think we can compete with these teams for sure, but we'll get quite a good gauge on where we are next week for sure.
Jack, what can we expect from you when the puck drops?
A shutout.
A shutout. Yeah, I like the confidence.
Hopefully a shutout.
Have you met Liam?
No, I have not met.
Okay.
I will. But I've watched their games and stuff, and I know that in this league, if I make a mistake, it's obviously going to be seen, and the placement of puck, in our games, it's good. But I think after watching a couple of these guys' games, it'll be hard to stop. But I'll give them best shots. So.
And they're probably itching to put a few shots on somebody after they've been off for a couple of weeks here. So, Harvey, what for the guys that have never been over to the States, what do you hope they leave with from this experience?
They'll get to see what ice hockey's really like. They don't really get to experience what hockey's like back home, and they'll really get a really enjoyable experience here. They'll get a true understanding of what the sport's like. So.
I want to thank you guys. Welcome, first of all. Thank you for being here. I think it's exciting to see you guys, the way everybody's interacting. They've only been together for a little bit, but everyone seems to be getting along really well. Wish you the best of luck. Hope you enjoy your time. And try to stay out of trouble at the parade, okay?
We'll try, so we'll try.
Harvey, best of luck to you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for taking time with us. We'll be back with more players. Thanks for joining us on My Hockey Live.
Striding rough ice, coaching college hockey and growing up in the game. A behind-the-scenes look in the locker room, on the bench and on the bus with award-winning Division I hockey coach Gary Wright, who began his compelling career playing for his father at a prep school during the end of the outdoor era and leaves American International College tied with Michigan's coach Red Berenson for the longest tenure at one school. Striding Rough Ice is filled with both humorous and serious anecdotes, delves into coaching challenges, on-ice tactics, and face-offs with champion teams across the U.S. Wright shows how hockey and life are intertwined and introduces us to the fascinating people and players who touched his rewarding hockey career and life along the way. Scan the QR code to get a copy of Striding Rough Ice, Coaching College Hockey and Growing Up in the Game today.
My Hockey Live's coverage of the visit from the Irish national under-19 team as they make their way through the Cask and Flagon and begin their journey to play some games over here. We're lucky to have two of the players with us and a veteran Ram with me on my left. I'm going to hand the microphone over. We'll find out who you are and what you play.
I'm Alex Jones and I play left wing.
My name's Lucian O'Reilly and I am a left winger.
I'm Sammy Holt and I'm a right winger.
I was saying to Sammy, when somebody plays 4 years, you feel like you've been with them a long time. So it's a pleasure to be here right next to Sammy without a helmet on. So for you guys that have just come over, and I know you mentioned you've been to the States before, what do you expect when the puck drops in that first game? You'll practice tomorrow, but when we drop the puck on the first game, what do you expect?
I'm expecting a high-paced game. It's going to be a lot faster than what we're used to, but we're just going to have to adapt, get pucks in deep, work for it. Yeah, we just have to work for it, play hard.
I'm expecting a physical game. I've heard Massachusetts hockey is the best type of hockey, very physical, very strong. I'm coming from playing in the Scottish League with the Junior Giants, so I have a fair idea of what physical hockey is, so we'll give it a go and see how it goes.
Sammy, I'll hand this over to you, but I'm gonna ask you the same question, but beyond just level of play, what do we expect in terms of the compete level from your team postseason, more or less?
Yeah. I mean, I think we're all very excited to play in this. I mean, I think it's the first time for all of us, so we're gonna be ready to play. I mean, we want to show them what Mass hockey's like, and I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us.
Great. And what do you hope to take from this experience, both on the ice and off the ice?
It's great that we're with billets and we get to see what life is really like in Massachusetts, as well as that on the ice. I just hope to be able to take back the experience and be able to share it with the rest of my teammates. Just a wee bit of a higher level hockey. And yeah, just hopefully become a better player overall.
Yeah, I just want to, it would be cool to see what the level of hockey is like compared to us. I know there's going to be a stark gap, but Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, and I'll be able to take the skills that I learn here and the experience back home. Off the ice, it'd be cool to see how everyone lives. Like, obviously, it's completely different. I come from a small town in Ireland. Like, it's going to be completely different. Completely different.
Yeah, I think it's going to be definitely a difference in the style of play between us, and I think that's going to be cool to see like different styles from different continents, obviously. And I mean, off the ice, I mean, it's going to be fun to show you guys around. I mean, show you guys how we live, because it's obviously it's two different worlds. It's a big difference.
Good answer. And as far as the journey you made over today, you guys come off the plane, you come in. People give you an ovation, like it's a little bit otherworldly, right? A little surreal. What are your early impressions of Marshfield, the team, the community, and just, I know it's been a short sample size.
Everyone's great. The whole Marshfield team have been really welcoming. They're all dead on. They're all good lads, so they are. Really looking forward to getting to know a lot of them a good bit better. Everything else is it's a bit surreal, being it's like something you'd see in the movies, the big city and all that there. Like, me and Lucian were just from a small towns down in Ireland, so it's definitely something else, so it is.
People here are fantastic, like seriously, really welcoming, really like nice, really open. They're all welcoming us in, and like I'm really grateful that we're getting this experience from them, and it's fantastic. Like, it is great. Like, obviously people in Ireland are welcoming, but not this nice. Like,
So, and I'm just going to ask for you guys and Sammy as a host. You know, it's a different role, right? People come in, they're in your hood. You got to show them a good time. These guys come here and they got a big itinerary over the next couple days. You got to go to school tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
You're going, right?
Yep, I'm going to school.
I mean, you're on the senior slide right now, right?
Trying not to be, but
good man, good man. We wish you guys the best of luck. Obviously, you're very welcome here. I think you're going to find it to be a great experience. Your coach kind of got you in a little hot water. He's throwing down the gauntlet at every take.
High expectations, high expectations.
He's been doing it since we came.
And my last question for each of you, and I wouldn't know, Sammy, so you'll be last. Why hockey for you in a country that traditionally doesn't play?
When I was young, I was brought to a Belfast Giants game, and then just by then I fell in love with the sport. I love the physicality, love the speed, love the pace, and yeah, good teammates, good people and all that.
Same question.
When I was growing up, I played a lot of Gaelic football and, soccer, as you would call it. And to be fair, I was pretty bad at that. I was horrific. And then once lockdown came around and we all had to stay at home, I picked up a hockey stick and just played that every day. And I got pretty good at it, so I carried on with the sport. It's really good.
Sammy, how about for you?
For me, it's just, I mean, my dad played in high school. It's just all about watching the Bruins with my dad. Growing up as a little kid, it's like all I've known since I've been a kid.
Yep. Well, I want to congratulate you on a great career that you've just wrapped up, and all success to you in the future. You've been a great player, a good leader on the ice.
Thank you.
You guys, best of luck to you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Take care. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, you too.
Be good, guys.
Jack's Drive 55 Foundation is a nonprofit 501c benefiting the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. Diagnosed in 2019 at age 11 with a pediatric brain tumor, Jack Giorgio underwent 62 weeks of chemotherapy and numerous brain surgeries. It was at week 55 that Jack's tumor began responding positively to the treatments. Coincidentally, 55 was Jack's hockey jersey number as well. Today, Jack is fortunate and so grateful that his tumor is currently stabilized. The most commonly diagnosed childhood cancer is pediatric brain cancer. The mission of Jack's Drive 55 is to help change the lives of children affected by brain tumors through fundraising for the development of effective treatments and specifically medicines that stop and cure the growth of deadly tumors in children. If you would like to make a donation to Jack's Drive 55, please scan the QR code on screen or visit www.jacksdrive55.org for more information.
Since being founded in 1933 by James J. Nolan Sr., Nolan Insurance Company has been family-owned and operated by the Nolan family. Throughout our 85 years, our vision and mission has remained the same, to take care of our customers using a strong work ethic and family values to treat you, our customer, as a member of our Nolan Insurance family. Our experienced team can analyze your insurance needs and suggest the best options for your home and auto insurance, commercial insurance, and much more. As an independent agency, we have only your best interests in mind. You'll find our dedicated staff is friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help at any of our 3 locations.
Continuing coverage of the Irish national under-19 team in their visit to the South Shore, playing some exhibitions this weekend. We've got an interesting scenario here. We're going to introduce the players with me here, what position they play, and then we'll just do a little round robin with some questions.
I'm Christian. I play forward. I'm Swedish-Irish.
I'm Will Fithian. I play defense for Marshfield.
I'm Kane Altebell. I play left wing for Marshfield.
So I'm going to swing it back on the left. You mentioned you're Swedish-Irish, and out of all the people here tonight, you might have the most unique circumstance because you walked into a room not knowing a hell of a lot of people in the room. Would you mind telling us a little about it?
I didn't really hear what you said.
Oh, just what was your experience, what's your experience with the team and how you ended up here?
Yeah, I just asked if I could come, and it was just like I thought it would be cool to play for Ireland, really, since it's my mom's nation, and it would be pretty cool to play. That's all I really.
And Will, you just wrapped up your first year in the varsity program. Season came to an end a little earlier than you might have wanted, but this is a nice extension of the season, is it not?
Yeah, this is awesome. I think the boys have been looking forward to it, all season, and I'm just pumped to play. Obviously, pumped to meet a bunch of new people from different countries. Just a great experience.
And Caden, you got off to a blazing start, right? And you right off the bat in your first game, clearly you like to shoot the puck a little bit. Did you ever think that you'd be sitting here getting ready to play a game on an international level?
No, I would never see this coming. It was great to play for varsity and have another game after the season, playing on a different continent. It's really cool.
That's great. It's great. And what do you hope to take from this? Obviously, you just walked into the room. You've got to meet a bunch of people, but what do you hope to take away when this is all over, both on the ice and off the ice?
Maybe a bit of the Irish culture off the ice, and obviously playing against some Americans as well that's what I would take on the ice.
And as hosts, I'll come to each of you. As hosts, what do you hope to leave these guys with? What do you hope that they get to experience while they're here? You've seen the itinerary.
Yeah, I think just having a great time while they're here, just giving them the best time we can give them, just showing them what it's like to be part of our family. And just really welcome them in and give them a great time.
Caden, anything you can add to that?
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool. They get to see a whole new environment, something they've never really seen before.
Yep. And you've seen the itinerary off the ice. Have you spent any time in the Boston area before?
Yeah, I've been here 2 times before, actually. So.
And did you ever make it down to the South Shore where we are now?
Yeah.
There's nothing I can ask you that's going to add anything to this program. So I know this is, when the puck drops, I have a feeling I know what these guys are going to answer, but I'm going to ask them anyway. When the puck drops, what do you expect in terms of compete level with both your teammates and these guys?
I know Americans are pretty good competitors, but I feel like Irish are even better. So I think we're going to be competing pretty hard out there.
And I'm going to throw the same question to you. The puck drops. What do you expect from yourself and your teammates?
Yeah, obviously I expect us just to come out and just give it everything we got because this is obviously our last go, just as a team and as a group. And I expect the same from Ireland. I think they're the Fighting Irish, so they're going to be a tough team no matter what. And they obviously got this guy now, so it's going to be an interesting game, and I'm really excited.
Caden, how about for yourself? I have a feeling you'll come out shooting out of the locker room.
Yeah, I'll come out shooting, and I know our boys will come out hot. Hopefully outcompete them and take it home.
And now, will you guys get to go to the parade with them this weekend? All right. And is that, have you marched in the parade before?
I have, actually. I've been on a boat in the past.
All right. Jeez, you guys have had quite an experience. How about yourself, Will?
I've never, but actually I was catching some candy while Caden was throwing some off to me one time. So, yeah, it's going to be a different view of the parade this time. I'll be up on the float, so I'm pumped.
And with your Swedish-Irish connection, have you been part of a St. Patrick's Day parade?
I have one since Stockholm, actually, but yeah, but not here in Boston.
Is there an Irish community in Stockholm?
No, not really, I wouldn't say.
So we'll bring a Swedish edge to it. Well, we thank you guys for taking the time. You've had to stand around for quite a while. We appreciate you taking a few minutes with us, and welcome. We hope you have a great experience while you're here. Not too much luck on the ice, just enough maybe, but we're hometown people here. But guys, best of luck to you. Great season, and I'm glad you get an extension of the season.
Thank you.
Good luck to all of you. Thanks, guys. We are back at the coverage of the Irish national team, under 19, that just arrived here on the South Shore. Got to talk to some of the players, both from the Marshfield side and many of the players from the Irish national team, the coaches, the Connolly family that put this together, Aidan Connolly, who played for the Irish national team this past summer. It really started with a simple idea and a simple question about how he could possibly play for Ireland, and then that translated to a gold medal that then led to an idea to bring this team over. Very special event. There'll be games over the next couple of days. Marshfield High will be playing this Irish team in a special game on Monday afternoon. Along the way, they'll be playing Duxbury High School and Scituate High School. The information will be out there if you'd like to come and see these teams play in what should be a really good event. In any event, I want to thank Colin Barkham for the work behind the camera. I want to thank the coaches and the administrators that make this happen. And we look forward to a great couple of days. Happy St. Patrick's, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. It's been a long night. And David Snow signing off from the Cask and Flagon. Good night, everybody.
Cask and Flagon has been family owned and operated for almost 50 years. And the second you walk through our doors, you'll realize we're more than a typical sports bar. We're across from Fenway Park in Boston and right off Route 3 in Marshfield. Exceptional service, great food and drinks at Cask and Flagon.
My name is Brian Fahey, and I'm a director of the Celtic Irish American Academy, fellow director with my daughter Johanna.
And we set it up with the intention of strengthening these transatlantic links that still very much exist between the States and Ireland and the States and Europe.
There are millions of Irish people right throughout the world, and our emphasis is try to develop the youth of the diaspora, to encourage them to create links and contacts in Ireland.
Well, the CIAA is a program that brings students from the United States to Galway. Before long, they'll be heading off to college and learning to make friends, live independently, and this is a little mini version of that piece.
Galway is considered the capital culture of Ireland, and we're so lucky we have everything on our doorstep in a very, very safe and friendly environment.
First consideration any parent will have, of course, is the safety of their child.
The students come here and they stay with host families. These host families are carefully chosen by us with really nice home-cooked meals, really nice people in a really safe environment. And this, we know, for parents is extremely important. We're parents ourselves. Brian is a grandparent, so he knows how important this is.
We don't advertise for families, we select them really, really carefully. And we place them with families we know going to make a really strong contribution to the kids' day.
Being within a controlled structure where they have, you know, a real, you know, kind of busy itinerary, and where they're seeing Cliffs and Moher and going to Dublin and doing all kinds of different things to really get a feel for the country.
So needless to say, we're very proud of what we've achieved so far with this programme. We started off with 6 students 4 years ago, and we had 25 on our programme this year.
If you're looking for something to do over the summer, I mean, there's nothing better than you going to a country like Ireland and going back to your roots and really trying to connect with your roots in some way.
I would recommend to people of my age this course because it's very funny. You learn a lot of culture and English, of course.
Come join us on our adventure.
You meet so many new people, you get to see completely different things. The host families, that's an opportunity that I would have never been offered without this program.
Everyone should try this course. It'll be life-changing for everybody.
For more details, look at our website or follow us on Facebook or Instagram.